Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Hello, warriors. Welcome to a special edition of the Soul Solutions podcast called Ask Terry. I have a special guest with me today, my son, Joshua Kasperick. He will help facilitate the show today. Welcome, Josh.
Hi, Terry. Today, I believe we're talking about resiliency. Our main question right now is, what is it and why is it so important to us?
Resiliency is about getting up again. It's about when obstacles get on our way that we still pursue and still move forward, whether it's through small action steps or being proactive when there's circumstances that arise that cause us to pause. So the importance of it is when we've had a huge setback. So for example, I am a victim of childhood trauma, and to survive that, there's something inside of me that came out that allowed me to overcome my fears and limiting beliefs, to move forward and live a fabulous life where dreams come true, miracles happen on an everyday basis. And there, I see the synchronicities of my life showing that all of my dreams, all of the things that I'm working towards are slowly coming to fruition. So understanding that resiliency is the ability for us when we get knocked down from whatever, whether it's a physical knockdown through illness or a emotional knockdown through pain and suffering caused by another, is our ability to rise up and move forward and not wallow in self-pity, not wallow in depression, not start living a life from a place of fear.
Okay, Terry, I believe the next question is how to become more resilient.
For us to become more resilient, it's something that we can actually learn. It's a skill set. Our ability to look at things and understand that we can be proactive in solution-oriented aspects of moving forward. So things like when some situation at work occurs and something is delayed, and that delay causes a domino effect in being able to produce your product in an assembly line or whatever manufacturing that you are in, being able to say, okay, we can't work on this, but we could work on these other things until that part comes in. Being able to adjust and to maneuver around the current setback and still move forward until whatever needs to be resolved can be resolved. So understanding that building our resiliency is based on that aspect, as well as looking at the lessons we can learn from the circumstances. So I believe that everything that happens to us happens for a reason. It's either to help us, and I mean that by either learning something from it or to help others. And a lot of times we look at bad things that happen to us, and don't see that it has potential good in it. And being resilient means that we look for those lessons in our lives from the circumstances that are bad, or the circumstances we think are bad, or the circumstances that arise because what we wanted, what we anticipated, what we hoped for is not exactly what occurred. And sometimes the universe knows better than we do what is in our best interest at this moment in time. And sometimes our dreams, the reason it takes longer to achieve them is because we need to grow. We need to learn these lessons along the way so that when they ultimately do come true, we are prepared to live that best life under those best circumstances. Another way for us to be more resilient is to learn to reframe the stories that we tell ourselves. So as we go through life, when there is an upset, when there is a bit of trauma, when there is a disappointment, looking at them and determining, what is a different way I can look at this? What lesson can I learn? But if I tell myself over and over and over again that this was bad and this is causing me harm and my dreams will never come true, then you're right. this is bad. Your dreams will never come true. But if you look at it and say, okay, what lesson can I learn from this? How can I use this to help me, propel me to the next best action step, to the next best thing that I'm supposed to be doing to move my dream forward? So if we have those little upsets, if we have those circumstances, for example, if we went to get our car maintenance done and we get told that our water pump is broken, and we can think to ourselves, dang, now I have to spend extra money. But another way to look at it is I'm supposed to go on a 1,000-mile trip in a couple of days. Thank goodness it broke. It never broke, but that they caught in the maintenance, they caught it. And now I'm not going to have any problems along the way. That is what reframing does. We can look at it from a negative perspective. Oh my gosh, it's going to cost me $300 some to just get the repair done, versus thank goodness I am not stuck in the middle of Bumho, Texas, without, a car working in the heat and no water, all those things that could happen. And we can look at it and reframe it in a way that we can be thankful that what occurred happened. Again, this goes back to accepting what is. When we accept what is, resiliency easily occurs.
All right. Thank you very much, Terry. I believe that's all the questions we have for today.
Great. Thank you, Joshua, for being here. Bye. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com, where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.